The night was draped in a thick blanket of darkness, and the moon, obscured by a veil of ominous clouds, offered no solace to those who wandered the streets after sunset. For Matthew, however, the darkness was not merely a shroud that enveloped the world. It was his workplace, his realm of solitude and silence. Matthew had been working the night shift at the abandoned asylum for the past 6 months, ever since he had lost his job at the local factory. Desperate for employment, he had accepted the position despite the warnings of his friends and family, who spoke of the asylum's dark history and the strange occurrences that plagued it. As Matthew stepped through the rusted gates of the asylum, he felt a chill run down his spine. The building loomed before him like a giant tombstone, its windows shattered and its walls covered in layers of ivy and moss. The wind whispered through the empty corridors, carrying with it the faint echo of voices long gone. Inside, the asylum was a labyrinth of crumbling hallways and decaying rooms, each one filled with the remnants of a bygone era. Matthew navigated the maze with practiced ease, his footsteps echoing off the walls as he made his rounds. But tonight was different. Tonight, there was a palpable sense of unease in the air, as if the very walls themselves were alive with anticipation. Matthew brushed off the feeling as he continued his patrol, telling himself that it was nothing more than his imagination playing tricks on him. As the hours passed, however, the feeling only grew stronger. Shadows danced in the corners of Matthew's vision, and strange noises echoed through the halls. He quickened his pace, eager to finish his shift and escape the oppressive atmosphere of the asylum. But fate had other plans for Matthew that night. As he reached the end of his patrol, he heard a soft whimpering coming from one of the rooms. Curiosity getting the better of him, he pushed open the door and stepped inside. What he saw froze him in his tracks. In the center of the room stood a figure cloaked in darkness, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. It spoke to him in a voice that sent shivers down his spine, promising him power and glory beyond his wildest dreams. But Matthew knew better than to trust the voice in the darkness. With a strength he didn't know he possessed, he tore himself away from the figure and fled into the night, leaving the asylum and its secrets behind him. From that day forward, Matthew never spoke of his time at the asylum, nor did he ever return to its haunted halls. But deep down, he knew that the darkness would always be a part of him, lurking in the shadows and waiting for the opportunity to consume him once more.